explain to you, Honor, it's very difficult for me to appoint an attorney. Attorney would cancel brief on the base that say, I don't want to be associated with THABO Bester because the media will attack me. I've had 5 counsels who told me that I would love to be in your case, but I'll be in the background because I cannot be seen in front because you're THABO Bester. The media will destroy me and the state will never give me any work. Is that anyhow how I should be treated when I am standing in trial, Your Honor? Is that equal to any other person that is standing in trial? My last point, Your Honor, is that under Section 20...
The third last one.
Let's make it this is the last one. Section 277 that was cancelled by the Constitutional Court as a death sentence. Your Honor, I say this as a broken man, and I say this wholeheartedly. It tears me apart to see these people in this court, knowing very well that they're suffering for something that you know nothing about. I request that the public, if they are so convinced, and if the prosecution is so convinced that I am the waste of these people's lives, that this section be enforced on a penalty or on a petition, that under the previous Act of Correctional Services, of Criminal Prosecution, Act 126 of 92, that a death sentence be given as a petition, that the public signs a petition, and I be given a death sentence, and immediately I will agree to it. So we end this matter. I came here with 80 cards. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been having chains on my feet. My feet are ice at this point. I can barely feel my toes. This is not the way I want to proceed, Your Honor. If it means that this court can accept the petition and the public can sign it, and I can be put to rest, and we can put all this, because I am at peace. I know what I've done, I know what I've not done. I am not perfect, but one thing I know for a fact, that none of these things would exist if there was no backhand of political watchdogs that control this situation.
There's a saying that says, careful for what you wish for. THABO Bester earlier in June, just after elections, literally just, I think, a day or two after elections, THABO Bester went to court, and in court, he had his I Have a Dream speech where he spoke about, just give me the death penalty, have the people sign a petition and give me the death penalty. I know what I've done wrong and I know what I haven't done. I'm not perfect. But guess what has happened now? The new Minister of Correctional Services, Minister Grunewald, actually believes in the death penalty. Let's read this article from Times Live. It says, from Times Live, and it says, do you support reinstatement of the death penalty? I don't think THABO Bester could have predicted this himself, but let's go through it. The appointment as Correctional Services Minister of Grunewald, who over the years advocated for the government to reinstate capital punishment to curb crime, has sparked debate about his controversial views. South Africa has been grappling unsuccessfully with the rising crime for years, and some people have called on the government to reinstate the death penalty. Grunewald has made public statements about his support for the death penalty, saying it would be used to deal with people sentenced for murder. Well, as luck would be on THABO Bester's side, he is actually already serving a sentence for murder, and that is for the murder of Unomfundo Tulu, whom he brutally murdered and has been found guilty of that, even though he says, blah, 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 he didn't do it. He was forced to confess to that. That is yet to be proven in a court of law. But for now, based on his request, is actually sentenced for murder. Therefore, he meets the criteria of the new correctional services minister for who gets the death penalty, which is those sentenced for murder. Now, before you come for me in the comment section, I know that the Minister of Correctional Services cannot all on his own bring back or reinstate the death penalty. But you know what? He's influential now. He's the minister, He can take this forward and then what if it actually happened? Not on his own. These are things that are voted into. I think think that, Cyril's new government is actually going to be quite interesting when they go back to Parliament on the 18th of July. What is going to actually happen? But I digress. Let's get back into this article. We support the death penalty. We are in favor of that for murder. However, we're cautious because if you look at some findings of some courts, we get worried. We must be careful. Therefore, we still believe in the death penalty, but say the prerequisites to ensure the person can get the death penalty if found guilty of murder must be stringent to avoid double standards, said Grunewald in an interview with Newsworld in 2019. Okay, that's how recently he had these views. So I wonder now that he is now Minister of Correctional Services. First of all, comment down below. Let me know if he is rightfully placed within, the ministries of President Cyril Ramaphosa. Or should they move him immediately because things are about to get real tough and hot real fast? So if Thabo Bester thought coming to court in the 80 cars was just too excessive for him, this new minister does not sound like he's going to be cushioning anything anytime soon. But let's continue reading on. His predecessor, Ronald Lamola, did not support calls for the death penalty. It goes without saying, where there is a death penalty, crime is not deterred. The consensus is now substantial. There is no credible evidence that the death penalty deters crime more effectively than long terms of imprisonment, Lamola had stated previously. Some of the comments in the comment section to the article say, we need it for violent crimes with evidence. Another one says, if one looks at countries where the death penalty is still applicable, it's not difficult to see the significant difference it makes. Would you reinstate the death penalty in South Africa? Another comment goes on to say, I almost said I agree, but then I remembered that it violates universal law. That is, never violate or kill another human. I think instead of the death penalty, use them as free labor to repay their debt to society. Yeah, those are some of the comments. Those are definitely some of the comments. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Will Thabo Bester eat his words now that Dr. Grunewald is actually the Minister of Correctional Services? It's going to be an interesting 5 years. That's what I have to say. But let you watch this as well and let me know what you think.
If anybody thinks in South Africa that you can take the land without compensation, you're living in a dream. Let me put it quite frankly to you. If you want to start a civil war in South Africa, do that. Do that. And I told you before, that don't misjudge.
It's decidedly
what are you raising, honorable member?
On a point of order.
On which rule, honorable member?
The rule that establishes point of order, you know what is the rule. But the point of order is, he can't stand there and threaten civil war for a radical program of land occupation. It's not parliamentary to threaten civil war. If you want civil war, Chief, don't threaten it there.
Thank you. I think honorable member...
You must never threaten civil war. You know nothing about war.
Honorable member, thank you. Your point has been made. Thank you.
In this particular parliament. Please.
Thank you.
You are dreaming, says Dr. Grunewald. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on the new Minister, of Correctional Services. And that is it from us today. If you have made it this far in the video, you absolutely know you have my heart. Drop a hi in the comment section down below, because if you don't comment, I actually don't know that you watched the video. Please remember to like the video. Also share the video. Let's open up the conversation around Thabo Bester's dream to have the death penalty reinstated. You know, if it is reinstated, it's not going to be reinstated exclusively for him. It's going to be for everybody. So let me know in the comment section your thoughts about that. Share this video so everybody knows what is going on. Thank you so much for watching. I absolutely love it when you do. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you on my next upload. If you've made it this far in the video, you're definitely part of my VIP gang, and I absolutely love that for us. Drop a heart emoji in the comment section down below, and I'll be there to say hello. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.